Hi guys. So in the last section, we added the caching layer and the CDN to our design. And now let's move from the data layer to the web tier and think about how we're handling state in the web tier. So currently, all the state information that we have is currently stored in the web tier. So what does that mean? So that means we have a stateful architecture at our web tier at the moment. A stateful server remembers client data, that is state, from one request to the next. A stateless server keeps no state information. This is more or less a stateful setup. Here we see that user A's session data and profile image are stored on server 1. User B's data is stored on server 2. User C is stored on server 3. To authenticate user A, HTTP request must be routed to server 1. If a request is sent to the other servers, like server 2, authentication would fail because server 2 does not contain user A's session data. Similarly, all HTTP requests from user B and user C should go to server 2 and server 3 respectively. This is a bit problematic because the issue is that every request from the same client must be routed to the same server. This can be done with sticky sessions with most load balancers, but this adds some overhead, and adding or removing servers becomes a much complicated task. So let's look into a stateless architecture. Here we see a stateless architecture. This stateless architecture, HTTP requests from users can be sent to any web server, right? We have a bunch of web servers here, and it doesn't really matter which web server we're sending requests to, because these web servers fetch the state from a shared state storage, which is shared among those web servers. A stateless system is simpler, more robust, and scalable. So now let's look at our design updated with the stateless architecture. We move the session data out of the web tier and stored them in a persistent storage. The shared data could be like this shared storage that is shared among servers could be a relational database or a NoSQL database. I went with a NoSQL approach because they are usually easier to scale. And I think that we will not be having too many relations regarding the state. That is mostly like probably a key value store at that point. One additional advantage of using a stateless web tier is that web tier can easily be scaled up or down depending on the need. And now that the state data is removed out of it.